Have you ever noticed that whatever period of time you look at, whatever era you look into, there are always a few people who figured out how to build wealth, how to grow and develop money. Think about it. Back in ancient Rome, there was landowners and merchants who controlled trade routes. And in the Middle Ages, there was bankers in France and Venice financing kings and popes. During the Industrial Age, it was the factory owners, the railroad tycoons, the steel magnates that overtook it. And today, it's people with technology and intellectual property and digital platforms. The tools change, the currencies change, the economies change, but the principles that create wealth have been exactly the same for thousands of years. And if you look back through history, you'll see some patterns repeat over time, over and over and again. Some people work themselves to death and stay broke, and other people build systems, control cash flow, and pass on wealth down from generation to generation. And here's what most people don't realize. Wealth is not an accident. It's about luck. Wealth is not an accident. It's not about luck. It's about laws and principles. And before I start unpacking these principles, I want you to hear this. See, principles don't care who you are. See, if you live in this world, people try to tell you that it's your background, is your ceiling, your circumstances, the places you come from that defines you. That you can't succeed because of where you started from, or what you look like, or what you've been through. But a principle is like gravity. Gravity doesn't care if you're big or small. It doesn't care if you're tall or short, young or old, male or female, disabled or not. If you step off a roof, you're going to come down because gravity is a law. It's a principle. It's going to work irregardless. And wealth works the same way. The people in ancient Rome who applied these principles got wealthy. The bankers in Venice who applied these principles got wealthy. The industrialists who applied they got wealthy. The tech founders who applied them, they got wealthy. It worked every time. And if you learn these principles, and if you understand them, and if you apply them to your life, you will see them work too. So don't sit here and tell yourself, oh Simon, that's for other people. That's for people who have advantage, that have a leg up, that I didn't have. No, because these are laws, these are principles. And if you line your life up with them, with a law, with a principle, you get a result. It's that simple. So today I'm going to show you 8 timeless wealth principles. The same ideas that built dynasties, founded empires, and created fortunes in every era. If you understand these, you can transform your finances, break generational poverty, and build a legacy that outlives you. So grab a notebook, lean in, and let's jump in. The first principle is ownership of productive assets. See, poor people and middle class people think about earning. Rich people think about owning. In ancient times, whoever owned the land controlled the wealth. Today, whoever owns businesses, real estate, intellectual property, the attention of others, they control the wealth. If all you do is trade your time for money, you are stuck in that same trap as the peasants were 2,000 years ago. Let me make it plain. If you want wealth, you have to own something that makes money even when you're not working. That could be a rental property, a business system. It could be dividend paying stocks. Your job is not the finish line, it's the starting point, and you use your earned income to buy and build income producing assets. Number 2, delayed gratification. People ask Simon, what's the number one reason folks stay broke? They spend all their money on stuff they don't need to impress people they don't even like. Meanwhile, the wealthy, they delay gratification. They reinvest profits, they sacrifice now, today, so they can harvest later. You ever heard the proverb, the ant stores up food in the summer? The ant isn't thinking about Friday night, eating out, going out with his friends. The ant is thinking about winter. Winter's coming. So he's storing up food for that time of lack, the time when there's not much. If you want wealth, you have to think about seasons, not weekends. Number 3, specialized knowledge plus leverage. Archimedes said, give me a lever long enough and I will move the world. And that's what rich people do. They find an area of specialized knowledge, maybe sales, maybe coding, real estate, affiliate marketing, and then they use leverage to multiply it. Leverage can be other people's time, can be other people's money, can other people's systems, it can be technology. If you have no leverage, you work yourself to death. If you have leverage, you can work smarter and multiply results. Remember this, the wealthy don't just work hard, they work hard on the right thing, and then they let leverage do the heavy lifting. Number 4, control of cash flow. You ever notice rich people are like magnets of money? It's because they control the pipelines. They don't earn a paycheck, they build a system of cash flow. Rent comes in, royalties coming in, dividends coming in. If all your money goes out the door to pay debts and expenses, you're living like a slave. I'm here to tell you, you can flip the script. Start small. One little cash flow stream of income at a time builds momentum and can build pipelines. Number 5, network and proximity. There's an old saying, your net worth is your net worth. That's talking about the people you know, the people in your sphere. And that's not just a quote, it's a fact. Throughout history, wealth has clustered around relationships, the royal courts in Europe, the merchant guilds in Venice, the tycoons of Wall Street, the entrepreneurs of Silicon Valley. If you've hung around broke-minded people, you'll pick up their habits. If you hang around wealthy-minded people, you'll pick up their habits and strategies. I've heard another saying, show me your closest 5 or 10 friends, and that is generally your income. You earn the same income. You need to upgrade your circle so you can upgrade your thinking. Number 6, financial literacy and stewardship. A lot of folks think about money problems are income problems, but I'm telling you that's not the problem. Most problems are money management problems. If you can't manage $100 well, how are you going to manage $1 million well? If you can't steward the little, God won't trust you with more. Think about the parable of the talents. The servant who multiplied what he had got more. The one who buried it lost it all. If you want more, you have to prove you can manage it and steward it well. Number 7, generational thinking. Broke people think in days. Middle class people think in months. Rich people think in decades, even centuries. A good man leaves inheritance to his children's children. The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, they all built systems to pass on their wealth and keep their wealth in their family. If you want to be wealthy, you have to stop thinking about just yourself now, and start thinking about a legacy. Number 8, faith, philosophy, or a guiding framework. Money without meaning is empty. Wealth without wisdom is destructive. Every wealthy person I've studied had some guiding framework. Had faith in God, a philosophy, a mission, a reason. That framework gives you resilience, helps you push through hard things, keeps you from losing your soul while you're trying to gain the world. What's your framework? Why do you want to get wealthy? Is it just for you, or is it for generations to come? Is it to impact others? Is it to help those who can't help themselves? If you don't have an answer, that'll be very difficult for you. You need to fuel yourself. My friend, don't stay broke. You don't need to repeat the patterns you saw growing up. You can learn these principles. You can apply them to your life. You can change your family tree. And if you get value from this video, let me know. Like, comment, and subscribe. Wealth is not just about what you have, it's about who you become. I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.